When drawing a graph that has a range between -1 and 5, range means up and down. So the minimum or bottom of the graph must be at -1, and the maximum or the top of the graph must be at +5. This sign does not have a line, so I must draw an open circle. This sign does have a line, so I must have a closed circle. Doesn't really matter what you do in between as long as you go from here to there. Okay, you can go from here to there either way. When it comes to the word problems, it's asking for the complete domain. That means it's asking for the X. So I read my problem and I saw it was talking about the weight and the crates, and it says each crate is 500 kilograms. And the total amount of weights he can have is 10,000 kilograms. So when I think about what are the two things it's talking about the crates and the weight. And the weight depends on the crate, which makes the weight the dependent or the range, and the crate the independent or the X or the domain. So if I create a table, I had 0 crates, 0 weight. 1 crate is 500 kilograms, 2 is 1,000, blah, blah, blah. 10,000 divided by 500 is 20. The most I can have is 20 crates. So that means my crates are 0, 1, 2, 3 through 20. I chose set notation, 0, 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 all the way to 20. And the reason I did that is because I can't have a partial crate. It's either 0 crates, 1 crate, 2 crate, and so that's how it goes. Here, a lot of people had some interesting answers. We're talking about whether it's a function. No. If you look here, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, blase, blase, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. The X's are repeating, but the Y values are different. So no, it is not a function. However, when I list them, I noticed some people did continuous, so I wanted to address that, but initially my thought was discrete. So I was looking for discrete values, 1 through 12, 0, 100 to 24. But time is continuous. So if you wrote a continuous value, I was willing to accept it if you said from 0 to 12. Because that's what the time is. If you said from 1 to 12, well, what happens between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock? And then the military time had to be from 0 to 2400. Many of you did 0, 100 to 2400, so I gave you partial credit for that. But again, it had to be from 0 to 2400, because if you did 100 to 2400, well, what about 1240 or 1201, etc.?